Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to 90 at 9. This is your morning briefing where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, starting now with some good news for farmers. The Fonterra auction overnight of milk powder found prices rose 2.4%. Now that's the fourth rise in a row. And prices are up 30% from their trough in July. However, they remain 16% below their June 2011 high, and remember, the currency has been strong since then. This, however, will stabilise out the outlook for the milk payout. The New Zealand dollar was firm at 82.7 US cents this morning. However, it's up at a 6-month high versus the Australian dollar, and the trade weighted index is up over 73. Remember, in Australia, their economy is slowing down and there's an expectation that their interest rates will be cut, whereas ours are looking stable here. That makes our currency stronger versus the Australian dollar. It's tough news for exporters, many of whom rely on our currency being relatively weak against the Australian dollar. Meanwhile, the Standard & Poor's 500 index, the widest measure of stocks in the US, fell 0.2% overnight. This follows FedEx announcing a weak profit outlook, and its shares fell 3%. There remains concerns too about Europe. Spanish bond yields rose back over 6%, a key mark, and the calls for the bailout are strengthening. The honeymoon is definitely over after the ECB's big bazooka plan. The Spanish are reluctant to ask for a bailout because if they do, they'll be asked to do a lot more austerity. And the ECB's, one of its members, Luc Coene, came out overnight and said, don't delay, don't muck around asking for that bailout. There were fresh protests in China yesterday. The anti-Japanese sentiment is rising. This is on the anniversary of Japan's invasion of China. A bunch of factories were shut down. I'm Bernard Hickey. That was 90 at 9 for interest.co.nz.